Right, today I'm going to show you how to create a very simple control and sensing robot. Here on screen is just a quick example of what it will be. I click play, and the little robot follows the line. I'm going to show you how to make this today. Right, first things first, as always, open up Scratch and delete our cat. We need to create a sprite, and we're going to create a very simple sprite. Duplicate what we did before. Round body. 2 antennae going to stick out, which is where our sensors are going to be placed, and then 2 different coloured circles. Doesn't matter really, 2 circles will do quite nicely. We'll do a green one, and we'll do a purple one, but they have to be different coloured. Set my costume centre, which is about there. Click OK, and there is my little creature. I'm just moving there to the bit of the stage. I'm going to draw a line on the background, very simply. Just edit it. Get my pen, make it a little bit thicker. Black. Just draw a line. Don't make the curves too sharp, otherwise it won't follow them. But basically, I've got this should be fine. Click OK. And here is my line, and here is my robot. I'm going to place my little robot first on the page. If you remember from previous videos, I need to script where it starts, and this is where it starts exactly. So I'm going to go to Control when clicked, and then Motion, and I want it to go to this position where it's currently sitting, which again is a nice thing what it does. It is sitting there, you can tell by these 2 bits of information, and it automatically does it for you. Okay, so that's going to make sure it's pointing that way. Also, I want to make sure it's pointing in direction 90 where it is now. Okay, so if I move it to here, just test it, click, and it goes there. So it's got in the right starting place. Now, to program the robot itself, we need to use use the sensing buttons, and of course we need to use the if buttons. So right, I'm going to pull 2 of those out. We're going to need them in a second. I'm going to pull out my unclicked. Let's just start by doing this. So I want if this green blob touches the black line, I want something to happen. So I'm going to use this sensing tool, which is discussing colour. I'm going to drag it into there. So if green is touching black, I want it to turn. Okay. Now this is where it takes trial and error. It took me a few attempts. But I want it to turn away from the line, okay? Not towards the line, away from the line. So I'm going to put it there. And then I actually want to create the same thing for the other antenna. The quickest way of doing this is you can probably just duplicate it. And just change this green colour for this. And I've just got to change the turn the other way around, because I want to make it turn away. Okay. Now, at the minute, nothing's going to happen. I need to make sure my robot is moving, and I don't want him to move too quickly. So I'm going to make him move 2 steps, and of course I've forgotten my forever, otherwise this will only happen once. So when I click this, hopefully this should work. If it doesn't, we need to swap the turns around. It's moving along quite nicely, and it's moving along the line. Now, it's juddering a little bit, and you notice it also didn't quite do the last bit. That's basically because the degrees is a bit too sharp. So if I change this to 5 degrees, and stop it and reset it, it should work a bit better. So it's much nicer to move. That turn is too sharp for it to do it. We can try one more by making it a really, really fine movement. Stop and play. But then the turn is too little. So there is a little bit of playing around to make it work. What I can do to fix this is quite simply go back to the background, the stage, and simply redraw it. But you have the idea, you understand how this works now. Very simply, I have made a robot which will follow a line. There's one extra thing you can do, is if you want to make it start, once you've clicked on it, you can actually add an extra piece of information to make it work when you click on the sprite. Thanks a lot, and hopefully this will be a helpful video.